Peace and blessings. This is your brother Black Light coming at you live from the woods by the lake near the D in the 313. This is Cyberspace Ministry for the Aboriginal Universal Supreme Council of the Elders. You know, this is not no Facebook type operation where, you know, we be conversating back and forth. This is more like it takes a village to raise, you know, the consciousness of our people, for my people. And the elders used to be held in high esteem, you know, in the villages over there in Africa and also here in America before it was named America. The Aboriginal black man, you don't actually need that word black, but the Aboriginal is all over the planet, was all over the planet before any other came on the planet. And all others came from us, whether you believe it or not. This ministry is not designed to collect dollars, you know. It's designed for uniting our people. And we don't want to alienate all our people. Not everybody's going to believe in the Nation of Islam. Not everyone's going to join up with the gods of the nation of gods and earths. Not everyone is going to join up with the Moors. Not everyone is going to join up with the Hebrew Israelites. Not everyone is going to join up with the Baptists or the Seventh-day Adventists. Or we're not all going to be in one big pot, you know. And that's good, because we don't want to put all our eggs in one basket, as they say. It's good to have a variety, because ultimately, you know, we all are striving for, as they say, a heaven on earth, peace and happiness for every man, and to be in perfect harmony with our universe. And this is why I'm here, to enlighten the youth. But first we got to give you an alternative way of looking at things, and an alternative way of living, an alternative way of actually surviving and functioning, producing. It's an alternative for everything. And unless you're presented with that alternative, if you do have a choice, it won't no longer be a choice. It'll be like a robot following a command, you know. But there are some laws and commandments you can't get around. the same laws and commandment that makes the sun, so to speak, rises up in the morning and sets. But actually it don't do that. But and the same commandment that makes it rain is the same commandment that's in man. It's for his benefit, you know. So we're not here to destroy our people, but to raise them up out of this condition that they're in. They don't realize, a lot of them, that they're in a bad condition because no one tells them that often enough. And the one that do tell them, they don't want to believe because the enemy have put a wedge between them and the ones that they should be listening to, such as the elders. Most children nowadays think they know more than the elders. They don't want to listen to the elders because they think it's modern times. And the elders' times was ancient times, and their minds stayed in the ancient times and then come up to modern times. And that the ones now are wiser and smarter than the ancient ones anyway, because they don't have no knowledge of how the ancient ones exist. I'm talking to the mothers, and we might make a two-part out of this because I got a lot to say in a short time to say it. But I'm talking mainly to the women, the melanated women, not the Caucasian. See, I made a statement once in one of my videos that we're practicing, and you're teaching the children, white supremacy. We're practicing that among ourselves, white supremacy, because white supremacy is in every institution that's here in America, abroad, and overseas, and other lands anyway. So I'm going to show you how to, check that there is such a thing as white supremacy. And I'm going to show you how to confirm using white supremacy books, television, to co-sign what Elijah was trying to wake us up to, that we ignore. Now, I introduced this book to you. This is one of the books that we had to study psychology and introduction when I was going to Wayne County Community College back in the 80s, late 80s. Now, I'm trying to turn it to this page right here where it say attitudes, where it say attitudes and behavior. See, the Caucasian, he does a study on us, but he mostly does a study on himself, because he kind of trying to find out his existence and how did he get here and who he about, and is he superior, really superior than us? Because everywhere he studied and observed, he see us there, in the pyramids. He see us everywhere, and he don't see himself until lately, relatively late. He sees himself, like in Mount Rushmore, and all his books reflects that he writes is talking about himself. And so when you go to school and you study in his school that he created for himself, but he let you get in there, you're going to see books, all school materials talking about him. You're going to see the Caucasian face more often and dominant over seeing your face, you know. So we're gonna use this, such as even on the money. Who you see? You see history here. This is history in his money. This is a Federal Reserve note. This is not even money of the United States, because game has been ran on even himself. You know, he has been even overtook. So on this attitudes and behavior psychology book, you see that sister there, right? Holding that baby. And I'm going to read what it says over the top of it. It says, attitudes can result from imitating other people. Children often adopt their parents' attitudes on issues even when no attempt is made to influence their beliefs. You see? Mothers, and sometimes dads, but mostly mothers. You might could read it for yourself. It probably turned out backwards like that. But I'm not adding nothing to it or taking nothing away. So you see that black woman, she's surrounded by Caucasians. She's acting like Caucasian even though she's a black woman. And y'all think that, you know, we acting different than white Caucasians, but no. We here in America, we acting just like them. And she's going to influence that baby without even saying anything. So it tells you, they're telling you about yourself. That's why they got that picture there. A picture speaks 1,000 words. You know, but when we look at it, when the average black woman, black man, when I was in school with them, they didn't peep into it that hard. They didn't look into it that hard. They just seen, you know, that they're trying to get through the course and they want a good mark out of it. But they're not reading between the lines, you know. And my brother, Candy Kumasi, in his English class, he taught us how to read between the lines. Good thing that brother was there. He made this book Down the Nile that I'm going to be referencing sometimes, you know. So here we are, you know, in the election. Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump. Most black women identify with Hillary Clinton. You know, they identify with her as far as her man, their man is concerned. Now, you know, her husband is an immoral type guy. It's been proven that. I mean, it don't take much to see that he's immoral. But she's still with him. And he done played on her millions of times, but she's still with him. Why? Because they're alike, you know, and they put there to rule over you, black man and black woman. And our women identify with him, and they identify with her. They think he handsome. In the next video, we're going to come back with why our black women subconsciously identify with the Caucasian women, and you see them all in the polling booth, you know, and why they don't identify with Trump so much. So we're going to come right back on the other side of this, on the other side of black. We're going to fade to that. Black light.